Hi, this is John Rosenhead, the Jerusalem psychotherapist. This week's Torah and Psychology post with Teitzei is going to discuss empty nest syndrome. Empty nest syndrome is not an official diagnosis or psychological disorder, but it does relate to the natural phenomenon and the distressing emotions that parents will feel when their children leave the home. They're left with an empty home, an empty nest. And traditionally, empty nest syndrome is associated with the mother. This is because the mother has this primary role as the caregiver of nurturing and raising the children, and this relates to the attachment theory, the significant and unique bond that a mother and a child have, the significant role that their relationship has in order to help a child to develop in a healthy way. And if we look at the empty nest syndrome, hopefully it should be seen as a natural transition where the child leaves the home and the parents change their role changes from being parents of younger children to being parents of older children. And sometimes the parents might require therapeutic assistance in order to make this switch, in order to appreciate the change in their role. But it can be seen as an opportunity both for the parent and the child to develop independence and to take on a new role. And when we look at this week's parsha, and we see the mitzvah of Shiluach Haken, there's this mitzvah of sending away the mother bird. And the mitzvah of Shiluach Haken, we can connect it therefore to empty nest syndrome. Literally, when a person wants to perform this mitzvah, they are sending away the mother bird in order to take away the chicks and the eggs. And there are different explanations for why you have to send away the mother bird. One of them being the Rambam that says that it is distressing for the mother bird to see their chicks or their eggs being taken away, and this can relate to the idea of empty nest syndrome. When she has to deal with this reality of her nest becoming empty, it's so distressing, they won't allow it to happen. But there are different explanations. Ultimately, the mitzvah of Shiluach Haken is a chok, and therefore we can look at this factor of sending away the mother bird as being an intrinsic aspect to the mitzvah, because built into the mitzvah is that you have to send away the mother bird. And I think this is because we can look at the attachment between a mother and a child, that a mother, there's a unique relationship. The mother has this role of being devoted and committed to nurturing and raising the child and helping the child to develop in a healthy way. And this unique bond in healthy circumstances cannot and should not be broken, because it's intrinsic to the development of the child, and it's intrinsic also to the role of a mother. And therefore this mother bird will not abandon the chicks or will not abandon the eggs. The mother bird will stay there, and therefore she won't just allow you to take the chicks or the eggs, and therefore you have to send away the mother bird in order to perform this mitzvah. It's the reality of the situation, it's the reality of the mitzvah. And this mitzvah, therefore, of Shiluach Haken is acknowledging the role of the mother, it's acknowledging this theory of attachment theory, and the special bond and the special role that a mother has and connection that a mother has with a child. And we see this mitzvah of Shiluach Haken is rewarded. The pasuk says it's rewarded with long life. And it's interesting, the only other mitzvah in the Torah that is rewarded with long life is kibbud avim. And we see, therefore, respect for parents and sending away the mother bird is rewarded in the same way. And I think that it's because it is based on this level, this common denominator of respect for a mother, of appreciating a mother, of her role, of her commitment and devotion to her children, and the role that she has as being the child bearer and the child raiser, the one who is responsible for raising their children. And as we said through attachment theory, it's that attachment theory is intrinsic. The healthy attachment between a mother and a child is intrinsic to being able to help a child to develop healthily, in a healthy way. And therefore it makes sense that this mitzvah is a natural result, a natural product of keeping this mitzvah of Shiluach Haken, which is recognizing the role of the mother and attachment theory, the bond between a mother and a child, the mother bird and the chicks, is rewarded with long life, because it inculcates into the person this appreciation for the mother, the role of a mother, and of her commitment and her devotion, the devotion of a mother to her children. And therefore through this, naturally, a person can value their mother, value the connection, and will help to be able to live a long and healthy life. So the message of the mitzvah, and also the message of this Torah is an appreciation and an acknowledgement of the role of mothers, and giving a message of gratitude to all mothers for the role that they play in helping to raise healthy children. Have a great Shabbos and keep well.